This nigga right here.
Wake up, count it up, get my money up, keep that semi tucked, cause I know I'm up. Wake up, count it up, get my money up, keep that semi tucked, cause I know I'm up.
Hi, my name is Rob Racer and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I will actually be showcasing most of the new cars that have come out that should be showcased in the update that are strictly just because of speed. And I will be comparing them to their other counterparts that are in the game, which are the fastest, quote-unquote, fastest cars that are in the game at the current moment in time, without speed glitching or anything. Now, they added in 15 different cars, but I'm only going to be showcasing about 4 of them, due to the fact that some of the cars are literally just Benny's versions of the original, and also because some of the cars actually bumped up in class when they were switched. Like the Banana is no longer a sports classic. If you upgrade it to Benny's, it turns itself into a muscle car. And seeing as the Bravado Gauntlet Classic Custom is the new muscle car, there's really no point in me even showcasing Banana because it doesn't really increase its speed that much. It's probably like a mile or two faster, or probably half a mile an hour faster. And another car I'm not going to be showcasing is the Penumbra because it has to go up against the legendary Z-Type, which is basically unfair. And I think if you upgrade it enough, it turns it from a sports classic into a sports car, and then it just has to compete against, the Pariah and even the D10. And the Yugo van I'm not going to be showcasing strictly because it's in the van category. And I really have no idea what to even compare it to because I actually don't even know what the fastest van in the game is. But it's a nice van, but they're all expensive cars. Every car probably set me back about like 10 million just for everything, just to uncustomize them. The customization probably set me back like 20 mil. So yeah, and basically every single car is basically just pretty expensive, honestly, compared to the already existing versions. Most of these cars you probably will not want to buy, and basically the rest of the video is really just going to be me talking about the facts about the cars and the cars that I will be showcasing, because the cars that I'll be racing with is the Tygon, the Bravado Gauntlet Classic, and the D10, and also I think I'm also going to be racing with the other counterparts like the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, the Pariah, and the what's that other car called? The 811, which are some of the fastest cars in their category. And we're basically going to be seeing how they stack up against one another in a race. But that's all I got to say. And also today we hit 700 subscribers, so I really want to thank y'all for that. And I just really want to say how much I really appreciate it, because we're actually now we just need to hit 1K subscribers to get monetized, and it's just crazy to even think that even became a reality. But that's all I gotta say for this first part of the video. I hope y'all enjoy, and yeah, let's get right on with the main event, and let's get it. And like always, we're gonna be starting off with the fastest category, which is sports cars. I mean supercars, my bad. But basically, the supercar category consists of the new Tygon and the 811 and a couple other fast supercars. Now, honestly, this is more of a middle of the road car. Now, this car isn't really slow, but it's not really one of the faster supercars. I don't know why I keep calling it a sports car. Supercars that you'll find in the new update or even just in the game. Now, it's faster than most, but it's probably faster than the Xfinity or the Entity. But it's definitely not faster than the 811. I got around like 40. The fastest lap I got was the third lap, which was 41 seconds, which was pretty fast. But compared to the 811, it just cannot. It's good when racing, but I put it up there with like maybe the Devastate 8, probably around there with the Banshee, because it's still pretty fast for its category. But the car is expensive. I would probably just wait until it goes on sale, because the 811 is probably the best bet if you are doing supercar races and there's no drafting on. You definitely want to go the 811 route for this, because the 811 is just way too fast. Now I'm gonna show y'all its counterpart and how it stacks up with it. Now, as you can see, the 811 is just stupid fast. It's actually the second fastest car in the game. and it's just amazingly fast. And it costs reasonably for how fast it goes. Now, the one thing that I did notice is that the Tygon does handle better in the corners, even at the bank track, like at Daytona, because that's where I'm testing them. I'm just going for pretty much just speed in general. I'm not really going for turns and lap times. If you guys want to see that, I actually do have a Laguna Seca track set up where I could actually do that and test that all out. But if you guys don't want to see that, if you guys do want to see it, just comment that down below, and I will actually obligedly happy to do so. Now, with the 811, I was getting around 39 seconds for the lap, and that's about 2 seconds faster than the Tygon, so it's not really that much of a difference, but it's still noticeable on the track. But the car is just really fast. It's not even expensive compared to like the newer supercars that are coming out anyways. So in my opinion, I would definitely go the 811 route on this one. But the Tygon is definitely not a ugly car, and it's definitely a car that you want to buy. Now, the one thing I would say is don't buy the Tygon for customization because it's not that much. So I would definitely just go the 811 route, or even just wait until the Tygon's on sale. Now, the next class that I'll be doing is the sports car category. Now, this consists of the new Coquette D10 and the Ocelot Pariah. And in my opinion, the Ocelot Pariah is still the fastest car in the game, hands down. And the D10 is probably one of the slower sports cars that have, I think, come out in a very long time. Now, it's not fast. It's fast, but it's not fast enough to keep up with the Pariah, which is kind of hard for them to do. I mean, it would have been nice if they had actually boosted the, speed of the car a little bit more to at least make the Pariah have a run for its money, because this is honestly such a beautiful car, and for it to have such a low top speed is kind of disappointing, and just the speed that I was hitting with the car is very disappointing, and in my opinion, because this car honestly is just so amazing. And it kind of sucks how GTA had made this car look so amazing, and they made it look like the brand new C8 Corvette, and it just doesn't do well when it comes to racing. But in my opinion, honestly, it handles kind of a little bit better than the Pariah, so that's a bonus for it. But it's not faster than the Pariah by any means. So definitely, if you're doing this track, you might want to have boost on because it can keep up. But let's get on with the Pariah. I'm just gonna go right into it. The Pariah, honestly, it basically explains itself. It's literally the fastest car in the game, and this car is actually the fastest lap time I've ever gotten at this track, which was 37 seconds. Now the D10 actually got 39 seconds, which is interesting because the other car that I tested, the 811, also got a 39-second lap time. So maybe it might be faster than the 811 when it comes to lap time, but I think that only might be because the turning on the car isn't really the best. But I wouldn't even compare it to the 811 because the 811 is still faster than the D10. In a straight line, definitely, you would definitely beat it regardless. So it doesn't even matter. But I was getting 37 seconds with the Pariah. There's nothing that can beat it. That's in the game currently. And it's just amazing how fast it goes. Now, I would definitely buy the D10 because it looks. I would not buy it for racing. If you do buy it for racing, then you just need to know how to draft, because it actually does play well with the draft. I actually did get a win with it, so it's not too bad. But let's move on to the next car category. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for this one. Now, the interesting class that I'm actually doing today is the muscle car category. Now, the muscle car category is full of a lot of them, and the Manana is one of them. And the reason why I'm not including Manana is because this car honestly kind of overshadows it a lot. It's the newer Bravado Gauntlet car to come out, and it's also the newer muscle car to come out, because the Manana's been in the game since day one. Now, this is the Bravado Gauntlet Classic at its base, but that also came out like 8 months ago, along with the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, which was now the fastest muscle car in the game. But honestly, in my opinion, this car definitely gives it a run for its money. Now, I was getting around 43-second lap times with this car. Now, it's stupidly, amazingly fast, and in my opinion, it's probably one of the better cars to purchase out of all three of those cars compared to the Tygon and the D10. This car actually is amazing, and it's actually one of the few cars that has come out that could actually keep up with the newer cars. And the speed I found out actually is 26 miles an hour. Is actually 20 miles an hour faster than the original, which gives it like a 126 mile per hour gap, and it's basically keeping up with the Hellfire all day. I've actually won a couple of races with this car already, and I'm actually going to turn this into my permanent race car. But let's get on to the Hellfire. Now, the Hellfire is still the fastest muscle car in the game, hands down. In my opinion, it's definitely still worth buying. Now, do I say that it's better than the Bravado Gauntlet Classic Custom? No. Is it faster? Yes. Is it worth buying still? Yes. Is it better to buy? Yes. But it's honestly, in my opinion, it's by this point the difference is so slim and it's so narrow of a difference that it kind of doesn't even matter. Now, I was getting around, I think, like 42 to 41 second lap times with the Hellfire. Now, you'd be surprised because this car actually still is fast. Yeah, I was getting around 42 seconds. So the car is literally only 1 second faster. That's literally the only gap that I found that was actually even a reasonable amount to even justify the payment. Now the car is $600,000 at its base, and the other car is $500,000. So, you know, I would definitely buy the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire. But if you want the Classic Custom, then yeah, you should definitely buy that. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for 700 subscribers, because I really do appreciate that. Let's get ourselves to 800 by the end of this month, because that would be crazy if we could. I hope please share this video with your friends, because this took me a minute to make. But that's all I got to say for today's video, and I hope you guys really do have a great rest of your day.